Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing? How is everybody? Oh my god, I'm awake. I am awake. Why is being awake suffering? Ugh. Well, I thought I fixed the Fugi issue, but I guess I was wrong. Ay, ay, ay. Yes, hello chat. Hello chat. Hi chat. Hello chat. Like I said, I thought I figured out the Fugi issue, but apparently I have not figured out the Fugi issue. Hold on, let me try something real quick. Okay, did that fix it? That fixed the Fugi issue. I see what the Fugi issue is now. Okay. I can't be in a locked VC and doing and yeah, okay, that fixed it. Oh well, I mean, took a break. Yes, I went to sleep. I did go to sleep, yes. So yeah, I streamed for about not quite 3 hours and then decided to go to bed so I could get up in time to stream tonight. So and here we are streaming tonight. Hopefully hopefully OBS or my internet or whatever it was that was doing the Watusi with my bitrate doesn't do that tonight, because we're gonna chat for a bit, give some folks time to meander in here. Listen, I've spent too many years railing on my streamers about their sleep schedules and not getting enough sleep and not drinking enough water and so on and so forth. I have to have like a healthy schedule because I refuse to be that guy. I refuse to commit the hypocrisy of yelling at all of my streamers about taking care of themselves and then not taking care of myself. So, oh hey Walker, how's it going? Welcome in, my friend. Yeah, I know it would be funnier, I guess I could commit to the bit or something, but I'm so deeply ingrained to not commit the hypocrisy. It's like a core component of my personality. So I have to. Yeah, I am living that C region time zone. I am living in that C region time zone. Gotta love that night working lifestyle. We know you are Blaze, and it's good for you. That's fine. It fits with your whole baby girl, soft boy era thing that you've got going on. I don't have those kinds of outs. Pharaoh is not soft boy. Pharaoh is hard. Pharaoh is mean. Pharaoh is grumpy. I can't get away with the hypocrisy. I don't have that kind of stuff. Don't be weird, chat. Don't be weird, chat. Please. It's too early for weird. I'm still working on the first cup of coffee. You guys have to be chill. Okay, Bizzo, whatever you say. Yes, iron. Hello. Literally, yes, exactly. Pharaoh means iron, precisely. See, Bell gets it. Bell gets it. Oh. So yeah, we're gonna chit chat for a little bit while my brain is still warming up, and then. Oh, I know. I'm aware. I know the weird is ever present. It's fine. It's fine. Magnetic personality. Bizzo. Thank you. Thank you for doing the things that make my brain meat hurt. Oh. Well, I mean, strictly speaking, if you look closely at my avatar, he is made pretty basically of metals. So, I mean, yeah, hard body jokes supply. They're accurate. Made of iron. Well, not really iron, but yeah, you get the idea. Doot, doot. Well, it's not really iron, so it's not chafing. There's no chafing. It's kind of like, Iron Man is they call him Iron Man, but his suit's not made out of iron. It's kind of the same principle. I thank you, Blaze. Thank you for living up to my expectations of you. Thank you. Thank you for living up to my exact expectations of you. uh so how was everybody's day? Did y'all have a good day? Hello, fries. We all have a good time, do things that we needed to do some things we wanted to do, have some fun, etc., so on and so forth. Moving up to your, I see what you did there, Bizarro. Dizzo is an outstanding example of why the internet was a mistake. Deep clean the car, very cool, very cool. Ah, I see, Walker, very nice. I used to have a schedule like that. I had a job at one point where I did 3 12-hour shifts, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then I had the rest of the day off, or the rest of the week off. Is pretty awesome. On lunch break, very cool. Jay, very cool. I hope your day has been and continues to be reasonable. Existing is sometimes the best you can do. 240. Sometimes that's the best. I aim to just exist every day, honestly. It's kind of nice just vibing in the cosmos, sinking down in the tar. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this much longer. That's kind of why I haven't been trying too hard on that's why I haven't been pressing myself too hard on the whole streaming thing, because I know at some point my streaming schedule is going to have to change, because I am actively working on getting myself a proper like daytime job again, so that I can like not be awake all night, because it is starting to have it's starting to like do things to my blood pressure and whatever. It's not like super bad, but my blood pressure is above like normal, not like dangerously slow or like needs medication so or anything like that, but it's still higher than I want it to be. So as I'm getting older, I'm starting to pay attention to things like, what is my blood pressure doing? Because I don't want to wind up on a bunch of medications and stuff, because that's not my lifestyle. So honestly, I wouldn't mind going back to having a 312s kind of schedule again on the weekends. That would be awesome. Hello, Lulu. You made it. Now you can not have the FOMO, or the what would you call it? Damn it, I missed out. Demo? I don't fucking know. I see, Walker. Yeah, blood pressure is not like a huge thing in my family. The cancer's a big thing in my family, but I don't think I've got any of that going on. Like, I don't ever feel like I'm sick or anything like that. So, I probably should go get a physical done at some point. it's it's been at least probably 20 years since the last time I got a physical done, because you know, if I don't know about it, it can't hurt me. But yeah, I need to go and do all that old guy, the old guy. Oh, I guess I was off because when I went and checked my dashboard today, Bizzo, it says I still need another day. So I don't know if it's like, no, I checked. It's still showing me as 6 out of 7 days on my dashboard. So yeah, same day. Yeah, so it probably won't be until after midnight that it rolls over, possibly. So, mm-hmm. But yeah, so it's no big deal. I mean, it'll either be, yeah, it could be PST. It's probably PST. You're right. It's like 2 a.m. Yeah. So once it updates, that actually works out. That means I can take care of all that stuff off stream, and then or at least prepare to get it taken care of, so I can give, because I know there's a few people that have informed me that they want to be notified before I activate affiliate. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I know it's gonna show up. I'm, like I say, if it takes a little bit longer, that's fine, because I need to have time to let people know, because like I said, there are a handful of people that have made it very clear that if I don't tell them before I activate affiliate, they are gonna find me and do things to my personage that I will not appreciate. So yeah, because there's only like, what is it, 5? I think you only get 5 founders badges. So is it 10? Is it 10? Okay. Okay. Um, so yeah, I want to make sure that the people who been supporting me and stuff the longest have the opportunity to get their badge if they want it. Not that I expect any of you people to give me money. It's not that deep. But I do understand how Twitch, like, culture works or whatever, and that people want them founders badges. It's like gym badges, right? Gotta collect them gym badges. So yeah, I will make sure to let the people know, so that if they want their founders badge, they can have a go at it. Oh boy. Let's see here. So I think, oh, partner extends it to 25. Okay. No, you can't. You can't get a founder's badge from a gifted sub. I do know how that works. Founders badges are only handed out to people who sub themselves specifically. I appreciate it, Walker. I do. But yeah, I do know that like gifted subs can't. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't give. People can't get founders badges um, from gifted. Yeah, because gifted subs won't like, if you gift, like if I hit turned on affiliate right now, and you gifted like 10 subs, none of those subs would get a founders badge. Maybe you might be, yeah, you might be able to if you choose to continue the sub, but yeah, I don't know if that would give you a founders badge or not. I just know that gifted subs won't grant a founders badge in and of itself. I have literally joined channels that I have like never been on before and had like a gifted sub. Like the way gifted subs work on Twitch is really weird. Like you think they'd just give them to people that were like at least following you, but like I've literally joined streamers that I had never followed, I'd never been in their chat before, and I just randomly have a sub there, and I'm like, oh, That's crazy. So yeah, see, I always shut everything down before I go to bed. So I don't ever have that. Is that what it is? Also, welcome in Growl. How's it going? Hello, Snuggy. How's it going? Ah, one of my lurkers. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, that's fine, Bizzo. I'm actually, I'm probably gonna, I'm probably gonna go grab another cup of coffee before I start the gaming. No, I'm not playing Valorant. That's fine, Snuggy. No worries. Lurkers are always appreciated. Are my tags still Valorant? Hold on. Oops. Let me fix that real quick. Ha ha. Okay, I forgot about my tags. Yeah, Once Human is a survival crafter shooter kind of game. It's pretty good. It has some issues that they are gonna really need to address. Mostly it's on PC side right now. That being said, it's still fun for a free to play game. Like honestly, uh, the the game is really good. Honestly, in my opinion, for free to play, like you don't have to put any money into this game for it to be fun. Like all of the microtransactions are entirely cosmetic. Is that what it is? So it's follows, has ever typed in chat, has like, gotcha. Yeah, Once Human's free. Yeah. You just need to know that, like, so one thing is, so they're currently, and some people are wondering if they're going to change this, but currently their model is that they're going to be doing wipes every 6 weeks, kind of like Rust does. Though certain things will carry over uh the from one wipe to a next, because you can collect blueprints for like guns and armor and stuff like that, and from what I've read, apparently the blueprints, um Sunhaven, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, so like it depends on how, like, I'm reserving my judgment until I see how the first wipe is handled, because like I say, it wouldn't be the first game that does that. Rust has been doing that for years very successfully. Tarkov has been doing that for years very successfully. um oh, they're moving Hunt to the new Cry engine, huh? That sounds interesting. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check that out. That should be fun. I've enjoyed Hunt in the past. The only thing that's ever really run me away from Hunt is the hacker situation can be a little bit much sometimes. Though supposedly they found a way to fix that. So yeah, that tracks, Walker. That makes sense. It's very on brand for you. But yeah, so Once Human, like I say, the wipe situation, I want to reserve my judgment before, um until I see it. Like once I see it, then I'll be able to say whether or not it's going to be a, a a go no go for me. Like I say, the concept isn't necessarily problematic. You level very quickly. I mean, it's not um like I gotta say, the leveling system and everything, they're extremely generous with like mining nodes and trees. Like literally, you can stay in one little area and mine like materials without having to worry about it too much. So there are a lot of pros to the way they have the game set up. Assuming that they stay with the wipe model. Again, you don't have to spend money on anything. Hey King, how's it going? Yeah, I know it's late for a lot of people. I've been awake for like a couple hours now, trying to get myself together before I do stream. So I'm gonna step away to, let's see here. The canteen has plenty of water, so I'm probably gonna step away here in a moment just to go put some more coffee in my mug, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna fire up Once Human, let y'all see what it looks like. Um, Hello there, Selphonic. So can I go with Selpon? Is Selpon good? so Selpon Selponcia? I'm gonna go with Selpon. Is it Kelpon or Selpon? Because I know that can be pronounced a couple of different ways. I'm assuming it's the pronunciation where the C does the syllabate S, but I could be wrong. You know what, King? That's one of my complaints actually that I do have about the game. It doesn't matter because the way they handle servers right now, so you've got like active population and then total registered users. And so like the server I'm on is very low population as far as active players go, but it's maxed on registered users, so nobody can join my server. It's really dumb. And they currently don't have the ability to like transfer characters from one server to another. They say that that's coming. That's something that they intend to add down the road, which would be good. It's kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. It's that part's a little dumb. Apparently, for mobile users, there's a lot more like account integration and stuff like that, and that's really good for the mobile users. But for the Steam players, like I paid for the um yeah, what Lulu said. Like I paid for the enhanced battle pass on my first character, right? Because it was like really cheap and I was just like, I like the rewards, let's go for it, right? But when I created my new character on a different server so I could play with Cuckoo and Grand, not only obviously I had to start the character over, which was like, okay. I mean, that's kind of annoying, but whatever. And then I went and checked, and my battle pass progress was not shared from my first character to my second character. I was like, okay, that's that's a thing. Yeah. And like none of my cosmetics, like I bought some cosmetics on my main. Yeah, none of my cosmetics are available for my new character. So they've got some work they need to do. I mean, to be fair, the game did just come out, and I'm trying to be, like reasonable and understanding about it. They've stated that they need to work on the account compatibility for Steam users. Yes, exactly. The paid cosmetics. So my takeaway right now with Once Human is it's a the gameplay is really good. The graphics are okay. They're nothing special, but they're not bad. It feels so Once Human, if you've ever played like Rust, Once Human feels a lot like the anime Rust game, basically. Yeah, they didn't. Oh yeah, I know it's NetEase. Yeah, I'm not surprised, like at all, really. I shouldn't have been surprised at all. I know it's NetEase, and we all know NetEase has problems. So we'll have to see how that plays out. So what I would say is, yeah, I know Identity V, which we don't. Yeah, I won't play that. Um, so like I say, my overall takeaway with the game right now is it's free, and play it for free and have a good time because it is a very enjoyable. I find the gameplay loop to be nice because I don't have to think about it too hard. Um, right. So, like I say, Play it for free, have fun, or if you don't like it, just uninstall it. It's a no that's a non-investment thing, right? Just to try it out. And if you like it, cool, play it for free. I would wait on spending money on it personally. All right, have a good EP. Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. Yeah, I would play it for free. Maybe hold off on spending money until we see if they fix things for PC. Yeah, it's free on PC. Yeah, it's on Steam, so you don't have to like download an additional launch or anything like that, which I appreciate. I'm so tired of dealing with. Oh, I've got tea about additional, other game companies and their launchers bullshit. But let me go grab my coffee real quick. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. What did I miss? That's, you know what, Walker? That is so fucking funny. Deliberate side-eye to Ubisoft. You're damn right. Yeah, Ubisoft is my tea. Also, Salad. Hello, Salad. Hold on, let me shout out Salad. Yeah, I should go check the old Salad out. So he streams on Twitch sometimes. Mostly he's on YouTube. He is one of my Indonesian children. Yes. My son, hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so fucking Ubisoft. So like I don't have a lot of Ubisoft games. I mean, yeah, if you want to do that, Salad, go right ahead. Salad, yes, Salad is amazing. I appreciate that, in point of fact. Um, but so yeah, so I had, what was it, like uh three games on Ubisoft. I had like Ghost Recon, one of the Ghost Recon games, and the Division 2. I think that was it. Oh, and then like there was a couple other games that I got for free or whatever, but I didn't use it all that often. And I went to log into my account and I couldn't log in. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I go and check my email because I don't get notifications for all of my emails. So it turned out, like, I don't know, a month ago, I got an email from them saying that somebody accessed my account from Brazil. Okay, great, good stuff. Awesome security you have there, Ubisoft. So then I'm like, okay, so clearly my account has been hacked. We love to see it. And so I start this process. First of all, trying to get a hold of customer support when you can't access your account through their website has got to be one of the most mind-breaking experiences of my life. It is so fucking stupid, like how hard they make it to get a hold of customer service when you can't access your account. First off, hours spent trying to figure out how to fucking do it before I randomly, like, I couldn't tell you how I did it. Like, I couldn't give you a step by step because at one point I randomly just clicked on something and I found it. It was so fucking stupid. So I sent an email, give them all my information. I sent them a message, send them an email. Hey, this is the situation, right? So I get the automated, we're super busy, so we'll get back to you when we get back to you, right? And I'm like, okay, that tracks. Ubisoft, not surprised. So like a couple days later, I get a response from them, and it's like, well, we haven't heard anything from you, so we just want to make sure that you still have a problem. I'm like, well, of course you haven't heard anything from me, you fuckers. I've been waiting to hear from you. And so I respond with, yes, I'm still having a problem, right? And like this is like right before like work got really busy. So like again, I don't get notifications for every single email that I receive on my phone, right? So like a couple days go by, and the next email I get from them is, well, we haven't heard from you for a couple days, so we're assuming that your problem has been resolved. Thank you for contacting Ubisoft customer support. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. That account does not have any of my current financial information attached to it. I just uninstalled every Ubi product off my fucking computer and called it a fucking day, and I will never buy another fucking Ubi product again ever for any reason. I am 1,000,000% done with everything Ubisoft. Fuck that company directly in the eye with a particle cannon. I can't even. I was like, really? Really? I have a life, man. I can't sit at my computer and just keep hitting refresh on my email account to see if you fuckwits have contacted me about my problem. Like, I'm an adult. I have a job and responsibilities, and I can't sit here. It's yeah. Yeah, agreed. I was just like, I was so like thunderstruck with, I'm like, really? So yeah, we're done with Ubisoft. There will never be another wow, with Mojang, that's wild. Yeah, I have no well, I don't know if they're really all that successful at this point. Last time I checked, I think their financials for this year have been really bad, and things are not going well for them currently with all the various controversies surrounding them right now. So I don't know how much longer they're going to, I mean, you know, but I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. When we talk about quote unquote AAA game developers, are they though? Are they? Because I don't really feel like it nowadays. You know, I'm looking at Ubisoft, I'm looking at EA, I'm looking at Activision Blizzard. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at all those motherfuckers be like, AAA, huh? What is that? Just ass. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Most of the games I play now are from like non AAA developers because I mean, man, I don't know. Would we consider FromSoft a AAA developer? I don't think I see. I wouldn't put FromSoft in the AAA category because they're more of a boutique developer in my mind because they have like really what, like four IPs. You've got the you know the Souls games. You've got Bloodborne. You've got Sekiro, and they've got, you know, Elden Ring now. Am I missing anything? See, I like I said, I feel like they're double A. Yeah, like they're. Oh yes, Armored Core, of course. Yeah, Armored Core as well. So like, yeah, they're the Armored. See, I lump Demon Souls in with the other Souls games. Maybe that's wrong, but I do. You know, I have Armored Core 6. I really need to play that. I need to like actually put some time into that because I absolutely love their mech games. I just have been distracted by their stuff. I don't know what Metal Wolf Chaos is. Yeah, Liza P is I don't, what is the developer for Liza P? I can't think of who they are. They're an indie, they're like an indie dev. Ah, okay. Interesting. Oh, is that the okay? I've seen Tenma play that. If that's the okay, yeah, all right, yeah. Yes, I have seen Tenma play that, and it's amazing. We love parody games. I was playing what do you call it? EDF 6 with a friend of mine the last night, and that's another game that'll get streamed eventually, but that'll be a collab stream with somebody because I can't do EDF by myself. It's just not fun. All right, so before you buy 6, just be prepared. For whatever reason, the developer decided that they were going to utilize Epic's online stuff. So if you don't have one, you'll have to have an Epic account to play it. And I get a lot of people were bent out of shape about that because it wasn't anywhere on the Steam page that was the case, which is wrong. I don't know who dropped that particular ball, but they should have definitely put that on the Steam page. I'm going to be playing Once Human today, at least to start, because I'm still trying to get my brain fully awake. Sleep was rough. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair. Not long enough. I don't know. I don't know. I was having some very wild 4K dreams while I was trying to sleep, so they kept waking me up fighting things. Um, I mean, 6 is really good. I never played. I don't think I ever played 5. I played 4, but I never played 5. I really enjoyed 4, even as much of a buggy mess as it was, and I'm having a lot of fun with 6. So, um, yeah, Deep Rock Galactic. See, I think Deep Rock Galactic, like I wouldn't call it triple. I feel like calling some of these games AAA is almost insulting to them, because AAA implies like this huge budget and like all these people, and a lot of these really awesome games that are getting made by like these smaller boutique developers and stuff. It's a smaller team, they don't have half the budget, but they're making better games. So yeah, I want to get the Deep Rock Galactic Vampire Survivors game too. That's on my list of things to do. I bought so many games and stuff for streaming that I don't want to buy anymore right now. I need to get through some of the games I already have. I'm one of those people who's, guilty of whenever there's a Steam sale, I end up buying all of like the games that are $5 because they're $5. I have all these games in my Steam library that I've never touched. So yeah, I see that Walker. Yeah, AA. Yeah, we go with AA for them because it's like, again, I would never insult Miyazaki by referring to FromSoft as a AAA game studio because they are so beyond that. So, but yeah, let me go ahead and fire up Steam for starters. Good grief, professional streamer. Hold on. Steam. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I don't really get motion sickness, but I really despise games that have like the motion blur or whatever. Oh, look at all these games that need to be updated. That will wait for later. Um, let's see here. Let me update my category. Yeah. Update my stream info, and then we will fire up. We will pause the music. We will fire up the game. I really don't know why they started. Holy shit! It's a Nemi. Where are my mods? I need a mod to shout out Nemi, please. Thank you. Hello, somebody. Give Nemi. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Nah, I'm not sick. I'm just waking up, Nimi. I'm not awake fully yet. I'm still getting there. Welcome in. How's it going? You have discovered the streaming of Pharaoh has begun. Uh, is it not? Is it not coming up? Game capture. Oh, I know why. No, it's set to full screen. Hold on. Okay. Now you guys should be hearing the audio. Can you see the video or am I crazy? Still the normal background. Why? Why are we doing this? It's not a real stream until there's scuff. Uh, uh, game capture. Did that fix it? Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, that's the background music. Hmm. Yeah, I'm doing window cap right now, and it's still let's see here. Yeah, I've got the use anti-cheat compatibility hook. Mm. So when I put it now I've got the game in windowed mode. And it's still not capturing. OBS, why are we doing this today, homie? Why are we doing this today? Da, da, da. Capture specific window. Window is. All right, Walker. Thanks for hanging out, my man. Enjoy your lurk. That's human. That's all right. Yeah, I don't know what OBS's problem is right now. It should be getting the game, even if it's. Um, yeah, I don't know. My OBS has been weird about certain games, and I'm not sure why. It just doesn't like certain games for some reason. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to figure out the situation with OBS. Yeah, I don't know. OBS just likes to have problems from time to time for no apparent reason. I guess that's why it's free, right? If it was paid for, they'd have to actually work all of these bugs out. But because it's, given away for free, let me try. Yeah, I know this is one of those things though that this is as long as I've been aware of OBS, this is a constant with OBS where it just periodically will not do like especially when it comes to like game captures and stuff like that. This is a very common occurrence where it just stops working and there's like no real reason for it. All right, well, that didn't work. Let's see here. Let's see. We are going to do. There we go. Alrighty then. There. Ha. I made a display capture. just I brute forced it. So instead of it just capturing the game like it's supposed to, I'm just capturing the entire display. So if we drop back from playing the game to chat or something else, I'll have to like delete the capture so we're not looking at my desktop. But uh but yeah, so there it is. Hey, you know what? If it works, it works, right? If it works, it works. All right, into the game we go. I would I would play that game, but it's been out for so long. I don't think there's really any merit to playing it again. So, this game is still pretty new. I'm trying to stick with some games that aren't like, you know, like super old unless it's like a retro game or whatever. So yeah, so this is Once Human. This is the base. So there's base building in this game. Just like, again, this is very much Rust coded. If you've ever played Rust, this game works very much the same way as Rust on pretty much every level. It's just like anime Rust basically. You've got your various crafting and various crafting stations, storage, you know, a lot of the basics and stuff. I'm not going to do a whole lot of rundown on the crafting because if you're not a crafting game aficionado, then I could see all the crafting and base building and stuff getting very tedious for some people. I enjoy it. I like building in video games. I think it's fun. But yeah, so this is just kind of a, you know, there you go. That's what the base looks like from the outside at night. Very cool. So on and so forth. Right. So we're gonna go do a mission. Well, it's every 6 weeks, so it's not quite monthly. It's like every like month and a half or whatever. So I agree they should probably put it out. But like if you saw how rapidly that you can advance, like this is still like the starting area. I haven't really that's what I heard is that well that's the last thing I heard is that it's still 6 weeks. Now that might change. I know they said that they're looking into it because of all of the player feedback that they received about, you know, 6 weeks not being long enough or whatever. So that's, you know, take that with a grain of salt as far as what the official timeline is going to be for the resets. Um, we're hoping that maybe they'll decide to put it out a little bit longer because what is Rust? Rust's on a what's it every 3 months? I think it is. I think they're a 90-day cycle maybe. Um, so yeah, this you can tell this game is definitely optimized for mobile because like so you know and you have guilds and other games in this game you have hives and your hive has a maximum player count of like 8 people. So yeah, the 3 month cycle makes a lot more sense. I think they really underestimated the amount of PC players that they were going to get when they got this when they put this game out. Why is this not tracking on the map anyway? I think I know where I'm going. We'll find out. But yeah, so I think that what it boils down to is they grossly underestimated the amount of interest that this game was going to generate for PC players, and so they're still working on that. It's a mobile game concept, and obviously it's not going to work out for them in the long run. I don't think. Right, right. It's you know PC players will get on this game and will play this game for hours and hours at a time versus mobile gamers that'll pick this game up, play for maybe an hour or two and then put it down. I wouldn't say it was quite as popular as Helldivers at the beginning, but I will say that it was definitely, I think, more popular than they were anticipating. So Helldivers was something completely different, like very different. Overall when it came out. By motorcycle. So yeah, yeah, they were a mess. The servers so far have been relatively stable for this game. Um, Combat is very basic. You just now to be fair, like to be entirely fair, I massively outlevel this area that I'm in right now. and my weapons outlevel this area that I'm in right now because I haven't had to leave the area to get stuff done. Like I'm still in like the beginning 2 zones and I'm like level 30, and I'm pretty sure like max level is like 50 or something like that. So like I was saying before, leveling up in this game is pretty shit simple, and it just you get so many avenues of XP that you can level very rapidly. All right, placed the bomb. Give me my stuff. Give me my stuff. Thank you. It's mad at me. Crafting is a very important component of this game. You gain a lot of levels just from crafting stuff. Like it's really kind of wild how much leveling you can do just from doing crafting in your base and whatnot. Like building your base will get you multitude of levels. It's pretty wild. Nope. Yeah, this is like I said, this is a game I enjoy because I can be just absolutely mindless and play it. It doesn't require a whole lot of thought. It's just overall level. So what you end up getting is like this called the mimetics, and you get points to spend, and it's like you're crafting, you're gathering, you're base building, like different like levels of each, like yeah, mimetics exactly. Yeah, kind of a skill tree, except it's not really like combat skills or anything like that. It's all like yeah, it's all like crafting and harvesting and base building and cooking and stuff like that. Like that's what all of your skill points go into. And then you get like the specialization nodes, which give you like specific it will give you certain specific buffs that you can use, or like specific craftables that you can use. Um, for very specific purposes and stuff. Yeah, Power World is a lot of fun. It is. I haven't played it in a while, but it is a great deal of fun. Let me grab all this shit here. You're always looting because you need junk to like break down to craft for stuff. I also really like I really enjoy the third person view, but you can also like you can like first person in on a gun if you need to like aim better. Me, I just kind of spray bullets until thing dies. Oh, okay, I know what that is. Yeah, I got another one for you. Yeah. Get shit on. Give me your stuff. Give me your stuff. Okay. Yeah, this is like I don't know how entertaining this game even is from like a streaming standpoint, because it's really just a lot of run around, shoot things, collect stuff, wash, rinse, repeat. This probably be a game that would be better as like a collab game, so I have like other people to like bullshit with while playing it, because this is pretty like basic gameplay loop wise. There's not going to be any gotcha moments or anything like that, because it is very much a very head empty kind of game. Literally run around and Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game for yapping. Like if we want to yap about stuff, it's definitely good for that. It's I don't know, something that's entertaining, you know? Like again, I've spent so many years in like the VTuber spaces, right? So like, I've paid attention to like, what kind of games tend to be entertaining for people versus what kind of games aren't. And like certain games, it's like no, it depends. Like if you've got the yappination going on, right? If you can just sit there and yap the whole time, then it's not as critical. But I feel like certain games tend to be more entertaining than others, right? Like if you've got to watch somebody play a game like a story game or a game with a really good story. Like I can't even tell you what the story is in this game. I'll be honest, I have not paid attention at all because I'm not playing this game for the story. I'm playing this game for the mindless hee hee run around and do things because it's really good for that. Again, it's a very I mash exactly. Grand, I just mash the space bar because I don't it doesn't I don't know, the story is very basic, very formulaic, so it's like I don't really spend a whole lot of get fucked. So I don't really spend a lot of time paying attention to it, right? Oh, you bitch, fucking mimic. Hi. Um, so like I don't know. This is really just a awesome. Welcome in, Dead. Nice to see you. Yeah, this is a game called Once Human. It is your very basic free to play looter shooter builder kind of game. There's not a lot to it. Not a lot to it at all. Let me pull out my motorcycle. Oh yeah, Mary. Yeah, Mary is she's one of the Mary is one of the NPCs, and she's in competition for like worst NPC in a video game ever. She is ultra useless, ultra useless. Like Claptrap used to be like one of the most hated characters in video games ever, right? Just because he was genuinely annoying and stuff like that. But like at least Claptrap had moments where he was funny, at least in the first two Borderlands games. And then but Mary's not even funny. Mary just you just want to tell her to shut and tell her to go do something away from you. She's not useful. She's one of those we're gonna do this thing together NPCs, but then like doesn't show up, or if she does show up, she doesn't actively do anything. She's just in your way, because of course she has collision. Yes, exactly like Ashley from RE4. You nailed it right there. She is very Ashley from RE4. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Claptrap, like I said, Claptrap had moments. Claptrap had moments. So like, um, yeah, that's right. I don't care. Yeah, that's great. I completed your quest. Cool. Thank you. Give me my loot. Do I have enough loot for the attachment that I want now? Let's see. Nope. I need. Oh my god! I need one. Oh, I need one more. Yes, yes. Because Paimon again has like some redeeming values. Like for real, for real. Paimon has some redeeming values. Mary is literally useless. Like there is nothing I can think of that makes Mary redeemable. Ah, we'll go here. That's fine. Because I've already cleared that area, so I should just be able to teleport pretty close to it anyway. Yeah, that's fine. We'll teleport there. Um, yeah, exactly. Like Mary is not even like Mary's not even really annoying. She's just objectively useless. She provides no value to your experience of the game other than to give you like some quests. Like if she just gave you quests and left you alone from that point, it would be like whatever, right? But like during like one of her quests, she's like, "I'm gonna come and help,"
we'll do it together. And then she shows up and doesn't attack anything, doesn't unlock anything, doesn't do anything valuable. But boy, she's really good at getting in your way, and she has collision. So because she has collision, she'll block a doorway and you'll be getting shot, and you're like, "Oh, Mary, please, no, I need you to not be in the way." And yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. Give me that. It's truly unfortunate what Mary does to you during that quest. It's so not good. By the way, is the volume okay? Like, I didn't even ask if the game volume was good or not. I probably should have. Are we hearing the game pretty all right? Or do I need to turn it up some? Volume good? It's good. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely one of those situations that you would have been way better off if she had just not been involved. Like, she's not even like Skyrim useful because you can't even like give her stuff to carry. She is just entirely not helpful on any conceivable level. So yeah, we don't really care for Mary. I liked the first two Borderlands a great deal. What I heard about the third one made me pretty much avoid it, and same with a lot of the other games in that series. And then literally everything that I am seeing about the movie. I have not played the pre-sequel. Holy shit, it's an Aki. Hello, Aki. Can I get a shout out for Mojika? Mojika, that's Aki. Aki is Mojika. Can one of my peoples thank you for giving Aki the shout out. How you doing, Aki? Hello. I was in her stream earlier chatting with her. Did you enjoy the rest of your stream? I know it's one of the rare the very rare Pharaoh streams. Wild, isn't it? I'm pretty sure Bizzo is AFK right now, Blaze. So very cool. I'm glad you enjoyed the rest of your stream. I'm playing that Once Human game I was telling you about and yapping. Yapping. We're currently discussing the unfortunate circumstances surrounding the Borderlands movie, because literally everything I've heard from everybody online says that the movie is an absolute train wreck. Yeah, everything about it, everybody. I have yet to see one person, like legitimate person, stand up and be like, "No, come on, guys, the movie wasn't bad." Not everybody, literally everybody, has been like, "Nah, we don't even want to talk about how bad that movie was." Well, I mean, yeah, Kevin Hart as Roland doesn't make sense. Kate Blanchett as Lilith doesn't make a lot of sense. There's a lot of casting choices there that don't make any sense whatsoever. And like with Claptrap, like you're talking about a character whose voice actor is like, like the voice for Claptrap is like iconic, right? So like my question is like, why wouldn't you just hire the dude that was the VA for the game to be the VA for the movie? Like, am I crazy? Does that like not make sense? You know? Also, I'm sorry, but having like Jamie Lee Curtis and Kate Blanchett in a movie playing characters that are supposed to be in their 20s is kind of like, guys, it's probably not a good look. Like, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy Jamie Lee Curtis and Kate Blanchett and other roles that they have played. Like, I'm not trying to throw shade at them. It just doesn't make sense from a casting standpoint. It just doesn't. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, yeah, the voice actor got cut after Borderlands 2. That's fair and all, but like, not Jack Black, like not Jack Black. Just I can we please? It's kind of like, you know, like again, I love Chris Pratt. I love a lot of the movies Chris Pratt has been in. When they cast him as Mario, I was like, what? That didn't make any sense to me, because when you've got characters that have years and years and years of having a specific voice actor or whatever, you know, uh like when you make a movie involving those characters and then you just cast some random person to be the voice. Yeah, it's Jack Black that did the voice of Claptrap. I'm just kind of over Jack Black, and I've been kind of over Jack Black for a few years now. He's not he just needs to, I don't know, find something else to do with his time. When he was when was he? Okay, that's good. Um like I don't know. I feel like Jack Black was like his whole shtick was funny like 20 years ago, you know? Like that, like when I was younger, right? When I was in like my mid 20s or whatever, Jack Black used to crack me the fuck up. Jack Black has been stuck on the same shtick for the last like 20 years, and it's like at some point you need to, I don't know, expand, or I don't know, man, but it just, you know, the stuff that a 20-year-old says is funny is not the same thing that's funny if a 40-year-old is saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, it's different to me. Like I don't, the things that I used to giggle and joke about when I was in my mid 20s is not the stuff that I giggle and joke about now, because it wouldn't be funny. It would actually probably get me canceled, because it's a wholly different time span, right? So I don't know. Jack Black needs to. Oh, look, speaking of Mary, here she is.
Just in time. Hope you've got ammo. This place should be full of.
Look at that. Look at the. Look at that face. Oh, Christ. Look at that expression. What is. What are we doing? What are we doing, Eddie? Jeez. Jesus. I didn't know this was a zombie movie. What is she? I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. But yeah, the Borderlands movie is unfortunate. It's unfortunate. So um yeah, she looks like she's about to growl and bite at me. This is, you know, when we talk about we want to get Ada Wong, this is Ada Wong at home, right? This is Ada Wong when you order her from Temu.
Like I said, it's a Rosetta Research Center used to study transcendence.
Yeah, okay, that's great. That's great. I'm so happy for you, Mary.
It's a good thing I met you. Good luck in there.
Like the first time, but seriously, look at this. This is Temu Ada Wong. I mean, look at her. She is Temu Ada Wong, right? It's just what it is. It's so unfortunate. What do you mean, the camera movement? Oh, I know what you guys want here. I know what you guys are looking for. Go for it. I'm not new. I've been around. There you go. They put all of the work on this model. Oh yeah, the cutscene is, I don't know, the cutscene's wild. The camera angles in the cutscenes are always very weird. But the very first time you interact with this NPC, right? Like this is a good example of why like certain like I don't pay attention to the writing in this game, is that the first time you interact with her, like I walked up to her and I'm carrying like an AK and all these other guns and stuff on me, right? And when I talk to her, her first thing is she's really sassy, like she cops an attitude. And I'm like, okay, could you maybe calm down the attitude? She's like, you're awful mouthy for somebody without a gun. And I'm like looking at my character holding a rifle, right? And I'm like, the fuck you mean? Are you blind? So and then she gives you like a crafting blueprint when you finish her stuff, and it's like a blue gun, right? So you're like, ooh, a blue quality gun. That's gonna, oh, it's trash. It's absolute garbage. Oh, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they did that for the Mario movie. That's actually really cool. Thank you for letting me know, Midnight. I did not know that they had him in the movie. I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, it is. It is very much a the fuck you say to me, you little shit kind of moment with her when you first meet her. Um, I'll have to watch it. I haven't gotten around to it yet. There's a lot of movies I haven't watched. Honestly, there haven't been very many movies I've wanted to watch that have come out like the last like 10 years or so. There's been a handful that have gotten my interest. Obviously, the Deadpool Wolverine movie was an absolute masterpiece. I loved that shit. It was so good. I'll have to check it out then. Shut up. Shut up. I said shut up. You know, let me show you what this game's working with here. Hold on. Let me just run up on this guy. How's it going? Get macheted. Yeah. This skill, the difficulty level is not there at the moment. So you'd have to get me back in the 80s because some of my most favorite movies came from the 80s. Like I still say that the 80s is one of the absolute platinum eras for movie making. That could be who oh. Okay. Have fun. Good luck. Be safe. Oh, the Forbidden Mario movie. Yeah. Yeah. There were some good things about that movie. I enjoyed John Leguizamo as Luigi, like honestly. Um I really enjoyed certain things. There's a cheesiness to the 1990s Mario movie that like is funny. I think the thing is, I think if they had not called it a Mario movie, like if they had not tried to brand it as a Mario movie, it would have actually been a rather successful movie. That's the funny thing about it. Like honestly, I think if yeah, it was a horrible Mario movie, but it wasn't a horrible movie in general. Exactly, I agree. They had some really good actors. They had some really good actors for the movie. I think if they had not tried to brand it as a Mario movie, it would have actually been really successful because it had all of like the goofy 90s movie stuff that you know, would be looking for, right? It's it's your mother. That's who it is. Peekaboo. No. No. Yeah, okay. That's nice. Die. Thank you. Uh, no. Bad. Yeah. Make it anything other than a Mario movie and it would have probably done really well. Because it had a lot of really good redeeming values to it. It just was not a Mario. It just really was not a Mario movie. But that was like the 90s had a lot of really terrible movie adaptations of video games. There was this guy named Uwe Ball, and he is like he will always be notorious for people from like my generation for all of the really shitty like movie adaptations of video games that he did because he made several. Let's see, he did the House of the Dead movie adaptations, which was absolutely dog water. Um, let me see here for the Borderlands movie. Who would I have cast for Roland? Like anybody other than Kevin Hart. Like I mean, okay, if I had the budget, right, and I could get him, um, you see Terry Crews or Denzel. Honestly, I think Denzel would have made a fun Roland, because Roland's like a very serious character in, um, I like Roland was a very serious character in the first Borderlands. Like he was not like one of the zany, funny characters. He was all business. So you could have cast. I could see Terry Crews. I could see Denzel. I could see who else? Shit, I'd take Don Cheadle. I mean, like there are so many actors that would have been better in that role than Kevin Hart. I don't think I well I mean like but that's like setting the bar so very low. I've never thought Kevin Hart was especially funny. Um yeah, I could have seen Sammy J. Yeah. There are way better actors. The fact that my money says that Kevin Hart was this is the actor we can afford choice for that role. Like that's just me. I really think that was a well, we can't afford any good actors, so we'll just take Kevin Hart. um and then, Lilith, let's see, who would I cast outside besides Kate Blanchett for Lilith? Again, that's like pretty much anybody. What's the name of the girl that was in she played Gwen in the Amazing Spider-Man movie. I can't think of her name. Help me out. She was a little blonde in the Spider-Man movie, the third Spider-Man movie from Sony. Um, Emma Stone. Yeah. Yeah, Emma Stone would have made a good Lilith, I think. Um, like I think that would have worked out pretty well. Uh, you know what? Kate Blanchett would have made a good Tannis. Because, Tannis is like more middle-aged when you meet her in the game, right? I'm just kind of over Mila Jovovich being the go-to girl for sci-fi. All of the Resident Evil movies really kind of ruined her for me, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. So many absolutely terrible Resident Evil movies. She's fired from making video game adaptations now. um But again, Kate Blanchett would have made perfect sense as Tannis. You needed a younger. Yeah, I mean there are other lesser known talents that you could have pulled in. Oh, you know what? Yeah, what from Underworld? What's her damn name? Help me out here. She would have made a great Lilith. Um, I mean, yeah, okay, looks wise, fair. But no, shit, help me out here. I'm so bad with names. The female lead from Underworld would have made an amazing Lilith. Um, yeah, Kate Beckinsale. See, I could have gotten behind Kate Beckinsale as Lilith without any difficulty whatsoever. Lilith in in the first game, Lilith was in her like 20s. Like they all were like in their like mid to late 20s. So like that was the whole thing. Like they cast, like again, the casting just didn't make sense. They were all way too fucking old. Let's see here for Brick. No, Brick wouldn't be that hard. There's that guy from he played Bullet Tooth Tony in Snatch. He would have been good. The guy that played Juggernaut in Deadpool and Wolverine, I can't think of his name, but he would have been good. Brick really wouldn't be that hard. Not in my opinion, anyway. Like I say, I can think of two guys right off the top of my head that would have made decent bricks. I mean, they obviously wouldn't be as big as Brick in the video game because that's physically not feasible. Who is it the actor that played the Russian in the Punisher movie? Who was that big, like absolutely yoked out Russian dude? Like there are actors that they could have gotten to play Brick. Same thing with Mordecai. Yeah, they could have gotten. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. The guy that. Yeah, the guy that played the Russian in the Punisher movie would be perfect. Mordecai wouldn't be that hard to fill either. You could any number of random actors off the top of my head that you could have picked for Mordecai. Um, you know, without any problems. Where? Oh, there you go. Yeah, so like I don't think casting would have been that hard, honestly. Yes, exactly. That guy, the guy that literally got stabbed and just rolled with it. Like that is the man that you cast to play Brick. Mm-hmm. And honestly, the famous people that they chose, they went straight to the B-roll for all of that. Like I'm sorry, as prolific as Jamie Lee Curtis's career has been, at this point, she's very B-roll. I mean, the last roles that she's been in were like those terrible Halloween movies. Um, Kevin Hart is decidedly B-roll, if not C-roll at this point. Kate Blanchett, she may still be A-list, but she's like on the outer cusp of A-list at this stage of the game. Jack Black has been B-roll his entire career. I'm just saying it. I'll say it out loud. I don't care. People can fight me in the comments if they want to, but Jack Black has always been B tier in my opinion. So like it's like they got people that could do the roles but on a budget. So I mean, I mean, everybody, to each their own, or whatever. Jack Black, like I said, I enjoyed him a lot when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I just find him kind of annoying. Maybe that's old fuddy-duddy issues on my part. It's entirely possible. Um, but there are definitely, yeah, like, I mean, I grew up in the era of like Robin Williams and stuff like that, so my viewpoint is perhaps a little bit different. Oh, there you are. There you are. So, Robin Williams would have made a phenomenal voice for Claptrap. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just one of those things where like Robin Williams, were he still alive, would have made an absolutely phenomenal voice for Claptrap. Um, Yeah, I'm just saying there were better casting options available, but maybe they just didn't have the budget for it. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Robin Williams is the guy that voiced the genie in Aladdin. Oh, he was in so many other movies. Oh, that here we go. Chat making me feel old. The first thing that somebody pulls up is his performance in Aladdin. I'm just sitting here over here like, oh god. Ugh. Yeah, the original Aladdin. Yeah, no fair. I mean, Robin Williams is like he really was like a 1 in 100 million to be sure. Yes, exactly.
Good. You got out safely. Did you find anything? That's
Um, Pretty much any of Robin Williams movies is. I mean, that's fair music. That's fair. Any if you ever like just want to go back and see like any of Robin Williams' old movies were really good.
not
Um,
really.
I can't think of a single movie Robin Williams was in that he wasn't good. And not just funny either, because he did what was that movie where it was like a suspense thriller movie and he played like the villain and it was really terrifying. Trying to think of the name of that movie now. Something to do with like photography. Fuck. Um yeah. There's a yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire was really good. There was a movie called What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams in it. And if you want a movie that is absolutely going to shove its fist into your chest and rip your heart out and throw it on the floor, especially now, go watch What Dreams May Come. But I'm telling you, it's a movie that you don't watch it unless you are trying to have like a fucking emotional breakdown. Pharaoh doesn't do emotional breakdowns. That movie fucked me up. It's just a really, God, it's a really good movie in general, but just uh what dreams may come. Here, I'll put it in chat real quick. Yeah, once I get the Discord server set up and everything, I do plan to do things like community movie nights and stuff like that. Like days when I just don't I'm not feeling like I want to stream, I'll get out there and we'll like have we'll watch movies together or hang out. We'll have like a VC for that and stuff. I just need to actually sit down and yes, Millennial Man was also very good. Um God, this is like if we were gonna put it in terms of anime, so like I'm gonna put it in terms of anime. So like what Dreams May Come is like a live action equivalent to like Your Lie in April or like Angel Beats. So we'll put it in anime terms for everybody here. I feel like people will understand that better. So yeah, like as far as emotional damage, like, you know, yeah, yeah, kind of. Except it's not like Grave of the Fireflies is very just sad overall. This movie isn't sad entirely. Um it's not like it's a different kind of hitting you in the feels. I'd say it's really more I think probably like an Angel Beats kind of level of emotional damage in terms of like how it plays out. I don't want to spoil anything, so it's just I just prepare, bring your A game and just prepare to cry in a corner. You know, yeah, it's exactly. That's why I say it's really way more of an Angel Beats kind of vibe because it's not like consistently tragic throughout the entire movie. It's got moments where you're just like, please no. And also has a really good cast. It's not just Robin Williams. Like Cuba Gooding Jr. is in there. God, it's been a long time since I watched it. There were a few other really good actors involved in the movie, but it's just yeah, yeah. I've given up on trying to tell Blaze when he needs to like go sleep. Blaze does what Blaze does. Blaze doing Blaze things. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Well, we're gonna what I think I'll do at some point, like again, once the Discord server is set up, is I want to do like the movies of my childhood kind of thing with you guys. Like, uh, we'll have movie nights where I like show you some of like the movies that were like major like influences on me when I was a young man. Yeah, Goodwill Hunting is another good one. Um, so yeah, well, that's okay. That's on the a list of things to do once again the Discord server is finished getting set up and stuff. Okay, I'm not that old, buddy. I'm not that old. All right. Jesus Christ, black and white. Um Yeah, he has a ton of dramatic movies. He really does. We're getting them Charlie Chaplin movies. Yeah, right. Some hey, Blaze, could you go ahead and ban Grand for me, please? Thank you. Appreciate it, bud. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of like 80s and 90s movies in there. Uh, I've had, over the years, I've got a lot of friends that live in countries like, in Indonesia and whatnot. Y'all know this about this, but like on other discords that I've oh no, no, don't get me wrong. Charlie Chaplin was amazing, was very amazing. His work holds up. I'm just not that old, is all I'm saying. Bye, Grand. That's what you get, Dick. Oh yeah, Clint Eastwood stuff. Yeah, Clint Eastwood has a lot of really good movies. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Charlie Chaplin stuff is really good. All the old Clint Eastwood movies are really good. There's a lot of really good cinema. But yeah, so I've actually gone and like sat and watched some of the old movies that I used to love growing up when I was younger, like, Labyrinth and The Dark Crystal. Then, like all the fun, really awesome 80s like horror movies and stuff. There's a lot of really good material out there. So um I plan to I think it's entertaining for me, like showing younger people some of these movies and stuff that I loved growing up, because they're so different from what movies are nowadays. Um they're very different from what movies are nowadays. Better, in my opinion, on a lot of levels. But that could just be, bias. Back in my day, everything was better. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do, we'll kick up some old little black and white classics, 80s classics, 70s. Um oh yeah, old Star Wars versus new Star Wars is not even a comparison. It's like totally different movies. Oh God, the Three Stooges. I love the Three Stooges when I was a kid. Their stuff was so stupid, but it was so funny. It was so funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Three Stooges stuff was really good. Yeah, there's a lot. Like I said, there's a whole lot of there's a whole lot of stuff that is that's really good from back in my day and before. Yeah, yeah. God, 90s TV was so fucking good compared to the shit they put out now. Like Buffy. Oh God, Buffy was such a good series. There's so many shows back in the 90s and 80s that were just, I don't know. If I can find it, sure, we could watch the original Power the original Power Rangers. Hell yeah. Not the original Power Rangers. Oh my God, I had such a crush on Kimberly when I was in fucking, what was it, junior high or whatever. Kimberly was the absolute fucking goat. Oh yeah, Gen 1 Transformers is a whole like experience. Gen 1 Transformers was a wholly different and like an entirely different thing. Oh yeah, Tommy, yeah. Yeah, Rip Tommy. He was a real one. Yeah, the original Power Rangers movie was really good, like honestly. Like so good. The new one they made recently is, I don't even know what to say about that one. It's I don't know. I don't want to say that it's necessarily terrible, but it's definitely not the original. Um, I wouldn't go so far as to call it terrible, but it definitely was not hitting the same way as the first one did. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't. It just wasn't the same, like at all as the original one. But I mean, to be fair, like the original Power Rangers was like such a very different like thing at the time. Yeah, I don't know. It was just not, I don't know. It really wasn't quite there. But again, not bad. Just the original stuff cast such a shadow that anything coming after it's going to be, kind of hard, tough to get the fuck away from me. Ow. You two die. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the old school Teen Titans was really good, especially compared to we don't talk. I don't know. It just I don't know. I don't know. Maybe again, this could just me be having fuddy duddy moments, but I feel like the entertainment that like the stuff that I watched growing up was just so much more, just more. Maybe I don't know. It was really centered on being entertaining. I guess maybe I don't know. I'm gonna make you guys watch. I'm gonna make you guys watch the original Short Circuit. Yeah. A lot of and they talk about, oh, this movie or this show or whatever is so challenging, and it's like, no, it's not. It's not challenging at all. It's holding your hand the entire time. Back when they made movies that were meant to challenge you, back in my day. No, like they actually challenged you. They made you think. Like they made you really actually fucking think about things. Um it was I don't know, it was different. Oh yeah, definitely the thing. Yeah, John Carpenter's the original thing. Oh yes, we will be watching that. That is one of the timeless classics. That movie has aged like the finest wine. Aged so well they tried to make a prequel for it, which was absolute dog water. I know, right? Yeah, right. It's too bad they never did like a prequel for it or anything. That might have actually been really cool. Ooh, yeah. It's a shame they never made any more The Thing movies. Apparently, there's a The Thing video game that just got remastered or is getting remastered or something that I didn't even know existed. So I'm curious to see how that works out, because I could see the Thing video game working out pretty well. I mean, it would basically be Among Us, but like horror. Yeah, right. If they had, if they made a prequel of the movie, but they just stuck with like, how the original was all done with practical effects. God, that would be so cool if they did something like that. I mean, God, imagine like following up to one of the like greatest practical effect horror movies of all time with a bunch of really crappy CGI. Like nobody would do that. Nobody would ever do that. No, it was actually like legitimately legitimately like the Thing video game. Like it's an actual like licensed John Carpenter's The Thing video game. apparently. I keep seeing things about it like on YouTube and stuff. Yeah, I still think it's amazing, you know, for a movie that was made in 1982 to this day, people still debate about the ending of that movie. Like it's an ongoing, never-ending debate about what the movie ending actually was. And I think that's amazing. Were they both the thing? Was one of them the thing? Were neither of them the thing? Like it's great. I've loved watching the people make videos and stuff about it, and I think it's really awesome watching people speculate about what the ending of the movie really means. I think it's great. John Carpenter has been like, you figure it out for like all these years. He's just like, nah, you figure it out. I think it's pretty outstanding. I like stuff like that. I think it's pretty neat. You know, movies that make you think. I think that's really what it comes down to, is just so much of modern movies don't encourage people to think. I really, that seems to me to be like my number one complaint. You know, like I don't think there's a lot of my observation, and we've been talking about this at like work and stuff a lot here recently, is like, you know, when I was growing up, you know, when I was in school and stuff like that, whatever, like there was this real emphasis on like critical thinking. Like that was like such a focus of, you know, being in school, and you know what you know parents were telling their children and stuff like that. It was like, you know, it was all really like heavy focus on working on your critical thinking skills, right? You know, think before you speak, and you know, just stuff like that, right? It was like really the real emphasis on growing up. And now there's not a lot of that happening, it feels like. Yeah, it just feels like the whole concept of critical thinking has really just gone the way of the dodo, and it's reflected in pop culture and everything. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, people can't have like a logical debate nowadays. Everybody's all in their feelings all the time about everything. I'm just like, guys, sometimes you need to set feelings aside and just use the brain meats. The brain meats make better decisions than the feelings do. But that's just one old guy's opinion on things, I guess. Where is that? What's over there? Die. Doot, doot. All right, we have almost cleared this area. It's like you got these POIs in this game where like you show up and you'll see there's that little like there's like that checklist on the upper left hand corner there. Ow, bitch. And you know, there are like different things you're meant to go through and find, and then once you finish it, you just kind of finish it. I don't think you even really get a reward for it. Like, I'm thinking about it. I don't know, maybe get some additional XP. I can't say if I really paid attention. Yeah, I seem to remember Shoot 'Em Up. There was that movie Hardcore Henry was a lot like that too. Hardcore Henry was actually a really brilliant like concept for a movie in my opinion. I think Hardcore Henry was criminally underrated. That was like really something so very outside of any of the normal boxes. Um, I think it's really unfortunate that, like I say, it's very criminally underrated. Uh, yeah, yeah. When I get the server set up or whatever, what I'll do is I'm gonna have like a channel for people to post suggestions for things, kind of like how, Michi's server does, and I'll have them like, one will be like for games, one will be for like, if there's like React Andy stuff you guys want me to react to, I'm not above doing some React Andy things from time to time. Do a low brain power night and just watch videos and be like, what the actual fuck? Um, but they'll also have like one for like movies for movie night. We'll like just let people throw movies in there or whatever. And then we'll do our best to work our way through the list as we can. But I do think that would be a lot of fun having movie nights on the Discord. I've always been about that. And then there'll be I also will I plan to do like community game nights or whatever. Again, once this will be like a Discord activity and everybody get together on Discord and we'll play a game, either like a Discord game or find a game that I mean, no, I won't say that. I mean, because everybody's got different definitions of what's criminally horrible. But if you suggest something that is absolutely dog water, it's just not going to get watched, and you may get judged publicly. I'm not going to lie. You know. If you suggest something that's absolute dog water to me, don't be surprised if I maybe look at you sideways a little bit. You may get that criminal side eye out of me. Like, what are you actually fucking doing? But I mean, I don't want to be too rough on people because, taste in movies and things is very subjective and whatnot. So, yeah, I may not, I'm not going to ban you, but you may get judged in public. So, that's going to be something I'm planning to make sure that I list in the server description when the Discord gets set up. Like, understand, you've got your Gen X father figure on this server, and Gen X dad is not known for being gentle about things. You may get judged publicly if you do or say something completely out of pocket. And there are some awful old movies that are fun because they're awful. Like for me, a good example of an awful but good because it's awful movie would be like Big Trouble in Little China, right? Big Trouble in Little China is objectively a terrible movie. Like it's the concept, the premise, of everything. It's just bad, but that's the charm of it. Like that's what makes it good is it's being bad, if that makes sense. I absolutely adore that movie, right? Oh, any of the Troll movies, Troll 2, any of the Troll movies are going to be just the worst. But that's what makes them fun. Exactly. So bad it's good. There are a lot of movies. There are a lot, especially like 80s movies. God, there are so many 80s movies that fall under the category of yeah, see, the Discord server will be operating on freedom of speech. Freedom of speech does not equate to freedom from consequences of your speech. You say the wrong shit, you will get drugged. That's all there is to it. Because, I mean, that's how it was, I think it's one of those things where I think a lot of our problems that we have right now stem from living in a society where anybody can get online, get on, Twitter or Discord or whatever, and run their fucking mouths and say just stupid, absolutely vile shit. And there's not really any real immediate consequences, right? Because it's online. Okay, maybe you get banned, whatever. Who cares? See, when I was growing up, like you had to think about the shit you say because there wasn't a keyboard and a monitor in front of you. You were talking to people face to face. And if your mouth started writing checks that your body couldn't cash, you found out pretty quickly. There were those immediate consequences in my day. You come up and tell some dude about the shit you did with his mom last night, you're like to catch 5 across the bridge of your nose real quick. So you learned things. Exactly. Exactly. Mike Tyson summed it up perfectly when he said that. And it's very, very true. It's so true. Oh God, it was such a different. I think a lot of young people nowadays would not have made it back in the 80s growing up. There was a lot of casual fighting that took place when I was young. It was just kind of an accepted aspect of growing up is that, you start talking shit to somebody, you're like to get socked in the mouth. And that was kind of sometimes that was the whole point, you were trying to start a fight. It's very, very different experience to everybody nowadays. Honey, I'm gonna get on the computer and I'm gonna get on Twitter and I'm gonna tell everybody how they're wrong and I'm right. And if anybody disagrees with me, I'm just gonna call them all sorts of funny names and act like an asshole. And what are they gonna do about it? Like, that's so God. Yeah. Must reach destination in 30 seconds. Get a whole 30. Okay. Dude, jump, please. The jump mechanics in this game are somewhat lackluster. What? Excuse me? Actually, it's X, yeah. Try this again. Okay, I gotta avoid that. Alright, I gotta avoid that slimy stuff. I wasn't paying attention enough to even see the slimy stuff. Not gonna lie. Ooh, stuff in the loot box. Oh, that's cool. Hold up. Can I use that on? I can. Hell yeah. That's okay. You want to know how I hurt people? You want to see one of the ways that I hurt people? When we get on the whole, is it Twitter? Is it X? It's neither. It's Twixer. Yeah, that's right. I fucking said it. What now? Ha 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 ha. Aha. It's Twixer. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's right. For some reason, Twixer really upsets some people that I know. Um, Galaxy Galaxy gets very upset with me when I call it Twixer. It really does upset some people when I call it Twixer, and that pleases me. Ah, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, I don't really care. I've been in communities where people call me Vox. I've been in communities where people call me Pharaoh. I know people that for whatever reason call me Ferris. I don't know where they get that from, but you know, hey, whatever works. I'm not particular. I know who they're talking to. There's somebody calls me Farov, and that's fine. I don't get too twisted about it. The only thing I get a little bit about is the Vox one, and that's just because I don't want to be associated with a certain Nijisanji streamer because he's fucking gross and I can't fucking stand him. But that's something completely different. Oh, you know what? That's right. See, on my streams, I can talk all the shit about Kuro Sanji that I want because I'm not in Michi's stream. That's amazing. Just thought about that. Fuck that company in the eye with a particle cannon. God damn it. Not all of the livers, mind you. There are actually if people want to if people want to come at me, they can come at me. Like that's fine. I don't really care if people want to come at me about that. Not all of their livers are bad because it's not the livers per se there are certain livers that I take issue with, but like not the entirety of all the livers, but the management, nah, I'd still fight them in the street. Yeah, I mean, obviously, talent and company are two different things. There are plenty of talents still in that company that I feel horrendously bad for because they're stuck. Eh, let the brainlets do what the brainlets do. I'm making the statement right now. My opinions are my own and have nothing to do with Michi. And if brainlets want to come at me like, "Oh, you're Michi's mod," I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, when I'm on Michi's stream, you're right." But I'm not on Michi's stream right now. I'm not anybody's mod right now. I'm myself the streamer. So fucking fuck around and find out. I live in the absolute fucks vacuum. They can come at me all they want to. And something I've learned is that if people want to come at somebody on Twitter for whatever reason, they're going to find a reason to do it. That's just how it is. That's why Twitter is the way that it is. So, yeah, I just don't care. I am not going to allow the mouth breathing, basement dwelling, never been intimately touched, absolute mental fucking midgets that occupy Twitter dictate how I live my life. I'm just not. It's just, I don't care. When I'm in Michi's space doing things for Michi, I respect where Michi is with things, and she knows that. Michi also knows that when I'm in my own space doing my own things, that my mentality is that I'm not going to live my life dictated to by absolute fucking troglodytes on a stupid ass app that I barely use anyway. What are you gonna do? Cancel me? Oh no. No, don't do that. Don't do that. See, I don't like you got to understand that for various reasons I have a certain amount of insight on certain things where the talents in that company are concerned. That's why like overall you're not going to hear me making I'm not gonna name a lot of names. Like my whole thing with Vox is that his relationship with his community is gross. It's just gross, and that's literally my entire issue. Is that just the whole thing he's got going on with his community is so grossly parasocial. Like I can't even begin to fathom. Like everything I take issue with Vox is stuff that's been discussed repeatedly in public spaces. So, that's just me having an opinion on things that have happened in public spaces. Kurosanji, well, we all know how trash Kurosanji is just from watching how the management has handled certain situations in the last like year. That doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out, right? So again, I don't think I'm enough of a presence online for needy sisters to come after me, and if for some reason they did decide to come after me, I still would be like, okay, and like I don't think I can express to you how much I just do not give a fuck about people on that stupid app and their opinions. Yeah, I will never speak on a situation that I don't have a full amount of vetted information on. Like I'm not going to just randomly like, oh, I saw a post on Twitter, so my opinion is bleh. It's not how that works. Like this is something I have to have had like spent time, researched, formed an opinion, and you know, gone on from there, because I'm not gonna regurgitate the bullshit that I hear from other people unless I have, like I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna look for the information. And if there's not enough information for me to make a educated like statement on it, I'm just not gonna speak on it, because I don't want to be I might just disable the VOD for this stream. This VOD may disappear because there's been a lot of stuff going on lately that's reminded me of certain things in the VTuber community, especially the Ian VTuber community. That it's just there are certain people in this community that, like, of the people that get deplatformed by being canceled or whatever, it's like some people really like honestly deserve that shit, and somehow they always manage to not get it, and it really is amazing to me. Which is again why I don't give much credence to the opinion of people on social media, because clearly if they had IQs above the level of fucking worm, they would not support the people they support. But that's just me. Blaze said, "No, all right, Blaze. Good night. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for your modding. Appreciate it." Yeah, there's a lot of situations going on in VTuber spaces right now that I've been kind of paying attention to, but like I haven't done enough research yet to really make any qualified like statements on it. But there are some people that, regardless of how big they are, even if they were for some strange reason to approach me to do like any kind of collaborative work with them, I would shoot them down without hesitation, because I would never want to be associated with them in public or private. Yeah, the drama, the independent Ian VTuber space is an absolute dripping cesspool of drama a lot of the time. That's why yeah, there's a lot. I tend to avoid, like, there are some that I associate with, but there's a whole vast swath that I avoid because I just can't with all of the drama and nonsense. Yeah, if you're off of Twitter though, you're gonna miss most of it. If you curate your YouTube experience right and stay off of Twitter, you're gonna miss most of the. Yeah, yeah. Yes. All of those things that Lulu just said, all of those things. Honestly, you're not missing anything. Like, the only reason I even have a Twitter account at all is because I've been, supporting so many VTubers for so long. So I got Twitter back in the day when, every follow counted or whatever, just so I could follow, various VTubers that I was working on supporting or whatnot. So now I just had it forever, and now I guess I'll use it kind of for my streaming activities. Sort of, I can't spend. The problem is like, I watch what people do, like the various VTubers and whatnot, like getting on there like every day, multiple times a day, posting all kinds of stuff. I'm never going to be that guy, because I can't be fucked to do all that. Mm-hmm. Now I do a lot of the stuff I'm doing like on Twitter. Like I hate it because I'm actively like I actively seek out what the current drama is because I I try to make sure that I'm aware of certain situations and events that are taking place because like Michi, for example, does not like at all pay attention to any kind of drama, like ongoing current events, stuff like that in like VTuber or streamer spaces. She just doesn't have, the time for it, which is completely understandable. So I make sure that I make time for it because I want to be able to, if she's about to make a faux pas because she doesn't realize it, I try to make sure that I can kind of cut her off at the pass if possible because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Yeah, like she was getting into like she wanted to like go watch Mr. Beast and Mr. Beast adjacent content on stream the other day, and I was just like, yeah, you know, maybe that's not one you want to fucks with right now. You might want to you might want to leave that one alone. Everything surrounding Mr. Beast being very problematic at this particular moment in time. So very problematic, and not even just the stuff adjacent to him, like his own stuff like is being very is just been really rough lately. So um yeah, so I didn't I so that's kind of maybe why I'm a little bit more aware of what the current drama is because I want to try to make sure that as a moderator I can try to keep my talents out of trouble if possible. It's like I said, I don't care if people come at me sideways about stuff. Like I really don't. It doesn't matter to me because I live in this state of existence now where, in order for somebody's opinion, yeah, it's all stupid. And then, all these past employees of him are coming forward and saying, talking about how they were treated when they worked for him, and then there's all the predator allegations going around in his circle now, and there's just a lot of not good. And yeah, like it seems like every day there's another like former employee that's like coming out and like I agree. Like I don't like the idea of guilty by association, right? Like I get that. But at the same time, there's like if I have cut so many people out of my life because their behavior became such that I like if I'm gonna be friends with somebody, right? There's like a minimum quality of human being they have to be in order for me to want them in my life because I don't choose to have people doing trash things around me because I choose not to be a trash person, right? And I'm not trying to like I don't know, it probably sounds kind of I don't know if arrogant or whatever, but I'm just saying that I personally choose to live my life by a certain minimum standard, and that if somebody else is going to be in my life, they too have to live by that same minimum standard of not being an absolute trash panda, right? So, I mean, I feel like I don't know. It's not like I said, guilt by association is kind of but at the same time, there's a old saying of who you spend your time with is kind of like a reflection on you, right? Like, and that's true, I think, to a point. You know, if you're openly hanging out with the how do we say this without getting fucking nuked by Twitter? If you hang out with somebody that identifies themselves with that funny group of German individuals right? But then you're like, yeah, but I'm not one of them. It's like, yeah, but my brother in Christ, you're at their rallies every day, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, problematic people. Like, it's kind of like, yeah, okay, you're like, well, yeah, I'm not one of them, but yeah, but you're attending all the meetings, my dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, I mean, sure, you're saying you're not one of them, but my dude, you're with them everywhere. So yeah, fine, you're not one of them, but still, like, I don't know. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I can understand that. But I don't know. There's like it's just basic. I call it like the minimum standard of humanity, right? Like the minimum standard of humanity. Like I'm not asking people to be saints or anything like that, but there are certain things that like, I think should just be automatic. Like clearly maybe this behavior is not acceptable. And if you're hanging out with people that exhibit that kind of behavior, like you should probably not, or at least think about it really hard or something. I don't know. I just I just don't have a lot of time. It's like as far as like actual like drama in my life. See, I don't have drama in my life because I refuse to have that. So like, people come into my life and they're like Lamau drama. I'm like Lamau get lost. So yeah, yeah. I think it's kind of that whole going back to that whole like kind of critical thinking thing, right? Like, think about what you do, what you say, and like who you spend your time with and stuff like that, because you need to be contemplating like what does it say about you as a person, you know? Like if I'm hanging out with people, I want to make sure that the kind of people that if somebody else calls them into question or whatever, I can be like, with my entire chest defending them, right? So like their behavior needs to be defensible. But I mean, I don't know, that's just me. And I don't spend a lot of time with a lot of people anyway. I tend to be kind of loner coded. I'm also kind of an asshole, I'm not gonna lie. I don't do well. I try really hard. God, I try so hard to be mindful of like people's feelings and stuff like that. It's difficult because like like we were talking about earlier, like offending me, like hurting my feelings or whatever is like really real. Oh shit, I'm almost out of ammo. I look down this and you're yapping, running through all my bullets. Um, yeah. So like, that's true. That's very true. I'm talking about like obvious things, right? Like when I'm saying like you should think about who you're hanging out with, like obvious things. We should be mindful of. I mean, obviously, if somebody's like a pro at masking who they are and what they're doing, and like that's a completely different scenario, right? But like, if there are, where the hell even am I right now? Is there a teleporter anywhere nearby? There's a teleporter. I need to go activate that teleporter. Sorry, I'm paying attention to what I'm doing now in the game a little bit because this is a new area. Uh, I don't know. I like to try to pay real close attention to who's in my life and what they're doing with their time. Just because I feel like it's a good idea. Like I associate with Lulu, and that's concerning sometimes. Lulu has problematic written all over her. uh, well, to some of the stuff, yeah, but there's like I said, it's not just that whole situation with his friend or whatever. There's other stuff that's been coming out about him. there's a lot surrounding Mr. Beast right now, and some of it, yeah, he could have been ignorant of, but some of it is like, again, these are just allegations or whatever. But when you've got this many people coming out of the woodwork on a situation, it's kind of like I don't know. And part of this is maybe I for whatever reason, as long as I've been aware of him, I don't know what it is. Something about Mr. Beast has always made my hackles go up. I like I say, I don't know, don't know why. I don't know exactly what it is, but something about the guy has always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's valid or whatever, but that has always been a thing for me, that where Mr. Beast was concerned, he was always kind of so, you know, I don't know. True. I can. Once upon a time, Jay, I was 100% in that camp. I don't need to know about all this stuff. I don't want to know about all this stuff. I'm just gonna vibe in my little corner and be happy. But then life started changing when I started doing all the VTuber stuff, and now I feel like it's important that I know like what's going on, so that I can responsibly uh inform the people that I you know um mod for and whatnot, if there's something that they should be aware of, so they don't walk into a minefield on stream or whatever thinking that everything's, oh no, that'll be totally fine, and it's not fine. So trust me, I would not be upset if I could go back to that beautiful period of my life where I just didn't know about all of this stuff, because I never really cared for or about any of it. It was never really a thing for me. It's just like, oh yeah, whatever. People have drama. There's a shocker. But now it's just like, I have to know. Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know. He was one of those people that I think got into YouTube at like exactly the right time, and it has led to a lot of success for him and stuff. And I mean, I'm never gonna try to take away from the fact that yes, he has done good for people, some people. It I don't know. I don't, like I said, I don't know what it is. It's a purely instinctual response from me. Something about him just does not hit right with me. I don't know why, but it just is what it is. I am gonna need to go to the restroom here soon because the coffee has made its way through the system. Yee. Up here and put this stuff away real quick. I am way overloaded right now. What else do I have on me? Okay, yeah, I'll be right back, chat.
I have returned. You took too long, Rand. By the time I came back, the time for shenanigans has passed. Also, Lulu, please stop calling me being bricked up. We don't we we don't support that kind of behavior here. We do not. Let me see. Can I craft my new bench yet? Love to be able to craft my intermediate bench. Holy shit! I can craft the intermediate gear workbench. Let's fucking go. I am so fucking excited. I cannot tell you. Oh, oh. The new Beetlejuice movie. I am guardedly excited. I want to be like fully excited, but like Hollywood has fucked so many things up for me in the last like 10 years and I'm like but in theory, I am very excited about the new Beetlejuice movie. Um yeah, I am guardedly excited about the new Beetlejuice movie. I really hope they do it right because it would really make me like super fucking okay. I need to farm crafting materials so I can get my up tiered weapons and stuff. That's very cool. That makes me very happy. Yeah, I really want to be excited. Like for real, I want to be like super excited about it. But uh, there's been so many letdowns that I don't want to get my hopes up too high. Yeah, exactly. Beetlejuice is one of those movies that has always been really close to my heart. So like like I say, I want to like be like all worked up and excited about it, but it's like it's so hard right now for me to be excited about it because it could be really awesome. Like it could be a really cool movie, or it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna get Hollywoodized, and that's gonna just make me profoundly sad. But yeah, I am really hoping, I'm very hopeful that it's gonna be a good movie because that would just be like the best possible outcome. So I guess we'll see. Yeah, see that's the thing too, is it's like, when they come around and they make sequels of movies, right? Like years and years and years later, it's kind of makes me kind of nervous, you know. So, there is that component to things that it does make me kind of nervous. So, yeah, because it's not really a remake, which is good. Like that part is good. I'm glad they're not trying to remake Beetlejuice because that would just be dumb. But and I like that how many, I like how much of the original cast they brought back. I mean, a few people from the original movie I think have passed away since then. But so, the fact that they are bringing, original cast members back and stuff like that is I think that's very promising. But I'm just kind of I'm kind of guarded over the whole thing right now. So I I guess we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, I hope, I really do hope that it's going to be a good movie. It would make me really happy to see an updated Beetlejuice. I think would be could be a whole lot of fun. Um, so it's the decade old sequel that's kind of got me like, ugh. This is making me feel a little nervous. Um, but you know, we shall see. We shall see. Yeah. Yeah, decades old sequels are a little bit nerve wracking for me. So, God, I hope it's good. God, please let it be good. You know, I'm gonna I'm gonna admit something right now, and y'all are probably gonna look at me sideways. I haven't watched the original Joker yet. It's I haven't gotten to it yet. Please chat, don't beat me too badly. um so I don't know. I don't know. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah, yeah, the one from like a few years ago. I just haven't gotten to it. I don't know what to tell you, man. It just hasn't happened. It's not like there's not like any specific reason. I don't know. I just never got around to it. It kind of seems, I don't know, part of it is it kind of seems weird to have a Joker movie without the Batman in it. Because I've always personally thought that it was really like I always just really kind of thought that the Batman Joker dynamic is really a lot of what makes that whole situation work. Oh, so I can craft. Oh, I need stuff. I need a lot of that. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably a big part of why I was just not like I didn't feel like I was like super pressed to go and see it because I knew that like there's no Batman in it, and like I say, having the Joker in a movie without the Batman just feels kind of strange to me. That's fair, you know. I mean, again, I haven't seen it, so you know, I'll take your word for it. It's just I don't know. When I learned that there was no Batman in it, that just kind of was like that's so weird. It's like a strange decision for them to make in my mind. Making a Joker movie without Batman being involved. It's just kind of different. Seems kind of strange to me, but I could be mistaken. Let's Sorry, I got to do a little inventory management real quick. It's kind of important in this game that you do the inventory management. I need to. What about Val Kilmer for Batman Forever? He wasn't the worst Batman. He's not my personal favorite Batman, but I didn't think he did poorly as a Batman, honestly. Um, damn it, Lucy, what the fuck has gotten into you here lately? You are just, I don't even know what to say. What you are right now. Fucking thirst doesn't really seem to describe it. Um, like I don't, I can see the virtue in Val Kilmer's Batman. Like honestly, for me, my personal opinion is it would go, uh, Christian Bale, Michael Keaton, and they're like really close to each other. Like there's not like a huge gap between the two of them. So like Christian Bale, Michael Keaton, and then I would say uh probably Val Kilmer after that, and then George Clooney, and then from George Clooney to like Robert Pattinson is like a fucking it's like the Marianas Trench. Like, and don't get me wrong, I thought the George Clooney Batman movies were absolutely dog water, but the Robert Pattinson, and I mean it's not really his fault. Maybe I think the writing was just absolutely shit for that movie, but God, that movie was so fucking bad. Like by far, that movie was so fucking bad. But yeah, no, I don't really have any. I think Val Kilmer, I think, got a lot of hate that he didn't deserve. Um, I think he got a lot of hate that he didn't deserve. He seemed to go through like a really rough patch in his life, and I think he's come out of it now. Maybe, hopefully. I loved him in the new Top Gun movie. You know, I thought it was really awesome to see him back in that. And so, like, I don't know. I think Val Kilmer catches a lot of heat that he maybe doesn't deserve. And I don't think his Batman movie was bad. That was really all that bad. I mean, yeah, it was a little different, but I mean, it's better than the second Michael Keaton Batman. I don't even know what the fuck that was supposed to be. Like, like what? what? What was? What in the fuck was the fucking Batman Forever? Was that what it was? Batman Returns? I don't remember. But the second Batman movie with Michael Keaton, Tim Burton. I like a lot of Tim Burton stuff, but what in the actual fuck was he doing with that? Yeah, it was wild. It was very wild. Yeah, Val Kilmer's Batman, not the best, not the worst, kind of middle of the road. George Clooney's Batman movies were just, God, they were so bad. Um, but Christian Bale, I thought, did a really good job of capturing the bat rage. Like they don't think I think a lot of times people gloss over the fact that Batman is an inherently very angry person. Um, no, it wasn't Kim Basinger that did Catwoman. It was Michelle Pfeiffer. And Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman wasn't bad. I don't have any hate on that. Um, she did a very good, insane Catwoman. I think the thing is with see the thing is okay, so like I think if they'd let Danny DeVito play the Penguin the way the Penguin should have been played, I think Danny DeVito was a good choice for the Penguin. I just didn't like the way they depicted like the Penguin is like not gross, and Danny DeVito's Penguin was very gross. There was a lot of like I said, there was a lot of stuff in that movie that I just didn't. The fact that they kept killing Batman, like in the first two Batman, the first Batman they kill the Joker, and I was like, the fuck? And then in the second Batman, they kill Catwoman and they kill the Penguin. And I'm like, Batman Batman doesn't kill. Oh yeah, we don't talk about that new we don't talk about the new animated series. That's not even something I'm going to get started on. Um well, I mean, Batman technically killed the Joker in the first movie in an indirect kind of way, but like
if he had killed the Joker in an indirect kind of way, he would have been upset about it. Um, I don't know. Like, I liked Michael Keaton depicting the Batman and Bruce Wayne. I just the movies themselves, though, like from a fan, like somebody who has really enjoyed the movie, the comic books and animated series and stuff like that. They did a really terrible job on those first two movies. Like the fact that you have like two movies, and in both of those movies, like the villains die, and I'm like, how huh? It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, hey guys, look here, look at this. I have a fucking whenever my character lies down to rest to regain sanity and stuff. Look at that. Look at it. I have a giant cat that lies down next to me. It gives me a buff for my sanity restoration. Isn't it fucking look at that. Look at it. That is Fluffy McFluffykins. And he is everything that is. Well, Tim Burton was only involved with the second movie. I don't think he was involved with the first movie. And like I said, I love Tim Burton's stuff. If it hadn't been, it's one of those deals where if it wasn't like a Batman movie, like I don't hate the movie, like don't get me wrong. It's just because I'm kind of a Batman nerd, there are things about it that kind of bothered me. But like taking it away from being a Batman movie, it would have been just a lot of fun. It's just that it was a Batman movie that kind of made me go eh a little bit. You guys want to see the best thing about the cat? Hold on. Let me show you something. This is why this game is so good. Come here, Fuzzball. Come here. Look. You can pet the cat. You can pet the fucking cat. Let's go. You can. I don't know. I don't think so. The cat just kind of wanders around and whatever, but you can pet the fucking cat is amazing to me. Of course, he's got collision, which is problematic. They really need to remove collision from a lot of these NPCs. But yeah, the fact that I can just walk over and be like, come here, hey, Furball, come here. Yeah, come here. And he like purrs and shit. It's amazing. It's absolutely fucking incredible. You can always tell how good of a game is by if they put like cats and dogs in it and whether or not they let you pet them. That is the one of those markers for what is a good game in my mind. Can I pet that dog? If the answer is yes, your game gets an automatic thumbs up. It lets me pet the cat. That's all I've ever needed. Oop. See, now I can pick them up and like throw them for whatever reason, but I don't know why I would pick the cat up and throw it when I can do this instead. Like why would you ever feel the need to throw the cat when you can pet the cat? Like that's just the best shit ever. Love it. There are some very, very cool aspects to this game, for sure. Yes. For Ferrero Rocher or whatever it is. Which is funny because one of the VTubers that I mod for, her character name is Rochi. So there have been many funny comments made about that. Ferrero Rocher, yeah. But yeah, so no hate to Tim Burton's movie. They just weren't like my ultimate favorites. I really really enjoyed the Christian Bale ones. I think the Christian Bale one's really good. Also, hi Hero, how are you? I'm trying to decide right now. We're coming up on 3 hours. We're at 3 hours right now. Yep. Take it easy, Snoogie. Good night, or have a good day. Have a good time zone. We're just gonna go with that. Have a good time zone. I'm kind of debating. I may. All right, then have a good night, Snooky. I think I might actually call it here. 3 hours is pretty good. Um, you walked into a wall, hero. Are you good? Like, tell the. how, how do you? I'm really trying hard not to laugh because it sounds like it really probably was not a good time for you. But how do you walk into a wall? Like, homie, are you good? Like, do you need help? Can I call somebody for you? But yeah, that's like what kind of a wall did you run into? Was it like a glass wall? Because I could understand that. Okay. Attention was on the niece and nephew. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's understandable then. You just calamityed into a wall. Gotcha. That makes sense. Attention on little ones, not on environment, and kaboom wall. Yeah, fair. I think we've all been there at least once. Because you were like, I walked into a wall and I was just like, whoa, homie, that's that's an achievement right there. Yeah, right. Did they at least get enjoyment out of it? Sorry, I had some respond to something real quick. Well, yeah, I mean they're gonna laugh. I mean, I'll be honest. If I'd been there, I would have laughed. I would have made sure you were okay, but I would have laughed in the process. I would have been like, "Look at you and the wall." Ha! Ugh. Um, yeah, at least they cared enough to make sure you were okay after the laughing. So, I mean, there are a lot of children in this day and age that would have just laughed at you and like pulled out their phones and taken pictures to post of you on social media having fallen down while entertaining them. So, I mean, good on the children for at least caring enough to make sure you were okay. So, oh Lord. Yeah, okay, I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna call it a night here. I may do another stream in what would be the morning time for me, so like in like 6 or 7 hours. We'll see if I've got the energy for it. Like I said, sleep was kind of ratty, so I don't know if I'm gonna be awake enough for another stream, but I might do another stream. So we'll figure that out later. If not, again, as always, thank you for coming. Appreciate it a whole lot. Um, Once things stabilize and I know more what I'm doing, we'll be getting a little bit more consistent. Again, the Discord's being worked on. Once the Discord is finished, I'm gonna throw it in my it'll be on my Twitch page where all the about stuff is and whatnot, so people can find it. Yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Have a very good rest of your time zone. Thanks for coming. See ya.